Hi, welcome to my video on the SAMETOP floaty hand grip. Now before I go into the product, I'll show you the box first, and this is what you get on the front of the box. Is the actual name of the company, which is SAMETOP. So that's what's written on the front of the box. On the other side of the box we have a line diagram of the actual floaty hand grip with the lanyard which you get with it, and also a thumb screw. On the other side of the box we have the customer information on there and customer services, and also how you can join SAMETOP and they can send you 3 products. Now I tried to join this in the UK and looks like they do not send out free products to people in the UK at the present time when I did this video. And on the other side of the box it just states, and I hope I got that one the right way around, folks, it just says floaty hand grip. Hand grip looks like, as I showed you before at the beginning of the video. Now the entire hand grip is made of plastic with this rubber grip in the center of it. So I'll start off with the top and work down. Now this, as I stated before, this particular floaty hand grip costs on Amazon in the UK at $13.99. Now you do get a thumb screw which is out of plastic, and obviously the actual screw in there is made out of metal. We have these GoPro fingers mount at the top, so this is capable of taking your GoPro camera or any action camera, as long as either the case or the action camera has some adapter to use the GoPro fingers. On the other side here we have a closed nut. On the other side, main body itself, we have this nice rubber. Now it isn't padded, this rubber, it's just coated around with this rubber surface which is dimpled and very grippy. I have to say this is one of the very grippiest hand grips I've ever had. Not the grippiest, but one of the grippiest. And then we come down to the bottom here where, as you can see, there's a grommet here, or gasket, and I'll come to that in a second. And we have a loop here which you can attach the wrist lanyard. Now this wrist lanyard, I like this type of wrist lanyard because instead of being a flat piece of nylon, it's actually a round cord with a nice kind of adjustment, wrist adjustment here, which uses a spring-loaded button to adjust it. The entire unit is made of this nice high quality plastic, and I have to say the quality of this plastic, I would say, matches up with the GoPro handler in quality of plastic. But what this floaty hand grip has that the GoPro handler doesn't have is this bottom section here where you can simply unscrew off, and we have a compartment in there where you can store your valuables in, or money in there. Now you can't put a watch in there. I've tried putting a Apple 38mm and an Apple 40mm watch in there, and it doesn't fit in there. So it's basically just for rings, chains, and your valuables such as that, or money. So this bottom section here, which I showed you, it has 2 gaskets on there. The bottom gasket is the main gasket, and it has this secondary gasket, or first gasket if you want to call it, for the top. So this makes it absolutely watertight when you put your items in there, and it just simply screws down with a nice thick screw thread on there. And you simply put your items in there that you need to put in and simply screw down. And that makes this entire chamber waterproof. The entire length of this floaty grip from the top to the bottom is 7 inches. The actual length of the actual rubber grip is 4 3/4 inches in length. The floaty hand grip without the camera on top weighs 75 grams and the diameter of the actual grip is 1 3/4 inch. Now this is my 2p worth on the SAMETOP floaty hand grip. Now I'll start off with the positives because there's not really no negatives with these floaty hand grips. Some positives with this floaty hand grip, which I think is a really good positive, is there is no seam, visible seam with this floaty hand grip. Now some floaty hand grips I tend to notice there's a seam because basically either some floaty hand grips are injection molded and they don't have any seam, or like with this one it's two halves stuck together, but they are literally almost eliminated the seam of the two halves with this, which is really good. I like that. So it doesn't make it look scruffy or cheaply built. So that is another positive with this thing. Also is the hand grip itself. Now what I did notice on my little tests with this hand grip was the more wet your hand is, which I mean when your fingers start to get wrinkly, the more this actual grip grips your hand, which I really love. I find that's a very unique thing with this hand grip. And I like the dimply effect on this hand grip than others. The quality of this plastic is exactly like the quality that is used for the GoPro handler. So I would put this up there, and considering that the GoPro handler almost costs double of the price of this, I'd say this is very worth its money and it's worthwhile having. Next has to be this large compartment that you get in there by simply removing the bottom off. I just like that. It's a nice large compartment. It's just a pity that you couldn't put your watch in there, but I can understand, because if you had to put your watch in there, probably to some people this may be a bit too thick to hold. So I can see why it's at that dimension, but it's a nice big compartment as I stated, and you can put your rings, your jewelry in there and money in there to keep it safe. Also the double washer, which we call them in England, or gaskets that you got here, the two rubber gaskets to give it double protection against water to make this compartment watertight. And last has to be this lanyard, this wrist lanyard. Now I tend to like wrist lanyards which are corded like this instead of the flat nylon that you get with most lanyards. And also this push button adjustment to me is much better than the actual snap-on ones that you do get with most of these flat lanyards. So that's another positive I give it. Also I like how they do give you a lanyard and they do give you the actual thumb screw as well. All in all, I would say the SAMETOP waterproof floaty hand grip is a very good buy for $13.99. If you're looking for something with a kind of GoPro style quality build, then you can't go wrong with this particular floaty hand grip. Please let us know down in the comments if you happen to have the SAMETOP floaty hand grip. Let us know down there what you think about it, because obviously your opinions are different to my opinion, so please let us know down in the comment section. Thanks for watching the video. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you don't, give it a thumbs down. I perfectly understand my videos can be long, but I like to go into detail to save you the trouble of when you buy the product, you know what to expect. So that's why my videos are long. Please subscribe to the channel and I'll see you next time.